I want you to stop shrinking to fit into places and spaces that you don't belong in anymore. So many times we outgrow people. It's not that you don't love them, and you feel so guilty. Say amen to this if you agree. You feel guilty because you're like, man, I don't want them to think I'm better than them. And you're truly not. It's just that you advanced. You chose to listen to a lot of audio podcasts and audible books and this podcast. And so you were on a different trajectory and path. And so now you're trying to shrink back and say, well, if I'm more successful or I go here, they're like, hey, who do you think you are? Have you ever had that? I know when God started really blowing up our ministry and there was buildings off of highways, my friends were like, you know what, you're no better than us. What makes you think that you're better than us? I'm like, dude, I never said I was. I don't know what happened. What, did I hurt your feelings? They were actually very jealous of what God was doing in my life. I'm not jealous of Mike Todd. He's a killer. He's a great friend. He was at my house the other day. He's killing the game, helping a lot of people. I'm not upset about Richie Wilkerson achieving his goals or Stephen Furtick or Craig Rochelle's. In fact, all those guys sit around my pool table sometimes and hang out. Those are my friends. Listen, but if you keep shrinking back to fit into places you've outgrown, your new friends that God tries to put in your life, they won't show up because you're still hanging around here with these, no offense, they're good people, but you just outgrown them. You ever heard that statement? You know, I've heard it years ago. It said, you know, you can't soar with eagles hanging out with turkeys. And if people are sitting around griping about, bark, 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 the reason why they're blessed is because of, bark, 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 they're compromisers. That's what people say. I want you to stop doing that. Say amen to that. Give me a thumbs up right now. Mention some people below that need to hear this today. But for sure, do not for 1 second shrink back. Go back. Nothing's in the rear view. Think about even you've seen this where it's like, everybody saw that meme that says, you know, it's like, hey, the front windshield's big and the rear view mirror is very small. We've all seen that. It's true. That means you're supposed to look at the big picture where you're going. I'm not looking back. I'm moving ahead. I'm here to declare to you. Right? It goes, I'm moving forward. So move forward, not behind. And don't sit there and think, man, I really feel bad for them. If they want to go up, they want to grow up, they want to move up, that's between them and God. But God's got big things out in your future. Say amen to that. When you say amen, your articulator activator, your brain, the neuroplasticity of your brain kicks in and goes, that's what I'm going for. That's where I'm at. Pastor David, you're speaking straight to me. If you don't say amen, you're like, well, I hope it gets better. We need less, wish it got better. We need less wishbone, more backbone. I believe in you. You've got this. God spoke this to me today to speak this to you right now. It's not by accident. God's wanting to take you there. So stop looking at them and start looking to Him.